So as a Radiohead, like I've always loved your voice. Like there's no way around that. You know what I mean? As a music head, I've always loved like your cadence and your delivery. So I kind of have like a two-part question. One, how did the like hosting gigs come into play? You know what I mean? Because you have such a distinct voice. You know what I mean? That so one, how did that come about? And then two, with your length in hip hop, like how many times or did you have the moments where you were like, okay, this ain't for me no more?
Mm. Okay, well, thank you so much for those two questions. The first is I ended up like being a backstage correspondent for VH1 Hip Hop Honors for the very first one that took place that Most Def and Vivica Fox were set to host, and I was the backstage person. Well, at the last minute, Most Def decided that he wanted to perform, and VH1 said, well, we don't want you to perform with your band. And he said, well, if I don't perform, then I'm not hosting. And so he didn't host. So I wound up with a bunch of copy to say. And the producers from that show went on to do the BET Awards, and that's when they pulled me in. And I think everything else that stems from that came from the BET Awards and people hearing my voice and, just understanding that it means something to the culture. People ask me about my voice all the time. It's mine. I don't know what it is. Like I only know that it's worth something because people will pay me for it. But on the everyday, it's just mine and I have to use it. And I've got sisters that sound like me, four of them. So it's nothing really special in my house. So that's that. And the second, yeah, absolutely. We all go through times. Well, let me just speak for myself. I have gone through times where I thought, wow, th- should I have should I have taken that plane to Norfolk State University and gotten my degree? Every time I go to a hospital and a doctor acts a whole fool, I wish I would have gone into medicine. I think there's so many things that all of us are capable of, but it's really hard to do many things at once. So I think if everyone dedicated themselves to going into medicine, you could actually do it if you had to worry about nothing else, and that was your sole commitment. And having said that, yes, there were times throughout my career of like, damn, did I make the right decision? But my first manager shared something with me many years ago, and he was like, we're going to work on making you popular and your level of notoriety. Um, we're going to make it so it's not dependent on a hit record because we saw how volatile and, how vacillating the business can be, like a seesaw. And so that gave me the opportunity to kind of open my horizons and see what else did I want to do. If I want to, do radio, which I did. I was with Sirius 6 years before they changed their name to Sirius. Actually, I was with them about 2 years. They changed their name from CD Radio to Sirius, and I was with them for 4 years after that. And when they changed management, I was gone. I did radio with Cafe Mocha Radio, which was in like 40 stations across the nation. I got into acting classes and started to act. So everything that I had ever thought of, I was able to really dig in and study and prepare for the moment when it came.
Wonderful. Thank you for your time here with us. And lastly, I just want to commend you on the record. I thought it was mad coincidental that Rhapsody had just spoke on about the balance of women in hip hop and maybe some of the content, and then
Mm.
and then the woman song dropped. So just much respect because that balance is needed,
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely. And I think we all feel it. Rhapsody is my sister, and I'm sure we've talked about it, in some way. Same with Yo-Yo and Whack and, you know, Queen. Um, it's a lot of us that feel that way. So now we just need to contribute to the hip hop scene and hopefully be seen and heard.